Howdy folks, greetings from Alabama. Wow, listen to the drag of this Suare XR. This is after my fine tuning. I have a video on how to tune the drag sound of these Shimano reels. Folks, I'm gonna catch a few fish from this dock. And I'm gonna tell you beforehand, I'm not proud of what I'm gonna catch here. Already got 3 little bluegill. And looking at the dots here, they're very small dots. But you can always get a bass out of here or something like this. But haven't fished for 2 months, not out of the boat. I had 2 bank trips in those 2 months. And yesterday I went to one of these big lakes in Tennessee and I caught 2 little yellow bass. That was it. And I scanned left and right. I can't find these fish. The water is 58 degrees, but there's only bass that it's up shallow. There is no crappie, bluegill. It's too early. And I found these dinky little bluegill on this dock, and I caught a few of them. And my God, it felt so good, folks. I don't know how to describe it to you. I'm already sounding like an old man. I can imagine what I'm gonna sound when I get really old. But it felt so good just to feel a bite and then feel the bluegill tugging. And I have this extremely gentle tackle here. Even the Shimano Suare reel it has 35 millimeter handle, 4.9 gear ratio. I have fluorocarbon here and a trout magnet. It feels so gentle and I'm just hungry and itchy to get some bluegill. Now the bluegill are under the dock. They're under the dock, but because the sun is coming from over there, some of them are right here on this shadow that you see. So for the next 1 hour, it's possible to catch them here in the shadow. When the sun goes up, I think they will be completely under the dock, and then you need to do this dock shooting business, which I really resent. Maybe one day I'll get desperate enough and I'll start working this dock shooting business. Here is the first fishy. It feels so gentle and nice. It feels so good. Wow, that's a little baby crappie. It's actually smaller than the bluegill that I just caught. I don't know if we should boat flip him. He's so tiny. Look. He is tiny, wow. Reminds me of my home lakes in Illinois. That's what I was catching back there. But man, it just feels beautiful to toss it out there to feel tap 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 tap, and then it starts tugging. I mean, it's awesome. Hopefully I'll just stay here 5-10 minutes, just yap about it, get some kind of satisfaction, and then I'm gonna go around. There's a bridge there. Man, everything looks so beautiful here. I'm in Alabama, by the way, if you can't tell. I drove a good distance to come here because here it's a couple of degrees warmer than Tennessee, first of all. I'm not all the way down where Richard Jean is fishing. That's another probably 45 minutes. Now that was a bite. Finally, one little bugger. Feels half decent. Man, feels so good, folks. Feels so good. To finally be catching. Oh, that's a crappie, man. Well, the first one was crappie too, but that's like almost like a real crappie. Man, listen to my drag after I fixed it. I turned it from nasty to the most gentle and amazing drag ever. I mean, it's so gentle now. Man, this here is 11-inch crappie. Maybe more. Maybe more. Let's bump real quick. I would not harvest fish out of Alabama. I don't think it's very healthy. That's a 12-inch crappie, even if it's upside down. That's over 12. That was nice. Folks, just for testing purposes, I am a scholar after all. Let's try the float right here in the shade and dangle it. See if the float will work where the trout magnet failed just because I can keep it in the red zone. Yeah, that was not the best cast. Oh, that's a bite. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's funny, man. That's not even a... That's why you fish these things. I see a bunch of little dots, but you don't know what you're gonna catch. Are you kidding me? This little bassick, this baby bassick, folks, he hit me like a... I know everybody says that, but it hit hard, somehow hard, like I have bread or something. He hit very hard. And that's a little hungry fish. He looks skinny. Buddy, did you spawn already? He's too small to spawn. That's a largemouth. I think it's not spotted. See? Nickel worm, bass will hit it all the time. Okay. I gotta make my own nickel worms. I'm gonna hire a company. I'm gonna make nickel worms. They're gonna have to be a little different though, because of patents and all of that. But I will. They don't wanna make. That's a terrible cast. Why is it so difficult to cast? That's a better cast. Folks, I don't blame myself. They don't want to get out from under the dock. I'm gonna retire the float. I'm gonna move around, cast a couple of times in that corner, and then keep fishing. Alabama is pretty big. Bite. First fish. Yeah, I told you the drag is good. The design is the same, but the spool is not the same. The tension is not the same. Things are not the same. I wish I had my shorter net here. Things are not the same, folks. Little crop. See if we can finally get onto some fish. Finally. Man, it's been a long time since this last crappie. Thinking of switching to float, but my float is on an 8-foot rod. How is that gonna work out? I don't know. Man, not a 6-7 inch crappie. Look at this. top of that, this crappie seems to be sexually mature. Seems like it's full of eggs to me. I don't know what's going on here. How can this baby crappie be full of eggs? Try to get closer, folks. Man, it doesn't get closer than that. It doesn't get closer than that. We don't get a bite there. These fish are just shallow. Is this a bite? I don't know. Looks like it's hung on something. What's a bite? Okay, well, wow, finally a bite. So if you dangle it by the column, they will eat. But if I cast and run there, they don't want to give chase. If I cast there, they don't want to give chase. What is this? Oh! Man, look here, what a bluegill, man. Look, oh, that's why they don't want to give chase, folks. Bluegill will not normally chase a 2-inch. Look here, what a Alabama bluegill. Yeah, bluegill will not chase a 2-inch kitech. Some will out of spite. Oh, between the columns. See, that's hard to fish without a float. It's just hard. Wow. That's a good crappie, man. That is a good crappie. Wow. Oh, the little Nico. Okay, not that good, but for today it's good. Fish on trout magnet. Oh my god. Is this what is down there? Look here, folks. Oh, look here. Is this year's spawn already? It's too early for this, no? String a few fish together. I gotta drop this from the back of the boat for catfish. Be a good catfish bait. Use whole. Yep, that's what here. This is what is here. Folks, this video doesn't have a lot of fish, but I promise you it's not because I didn't fish hard. The only places where I found fish was that dock in the morning and the bridge. But let me tell you, I saw a lot of good looking docks and I idled and scanned with live scope, I don't know, at least 4 miles of bank, but there was just no fish shallow yet. The water was already 58 degrees in the morning and got up to 60 during the day, but still both places where I found fish were 16 to 20 feet of water. Honestly, I don't know how Richard Ginn is catching these crappie so shallow in Alabama because, I mean, I saw some beautiful docks, some perfect spawning ground for crappie and bluegill, and there was just no panfish there. There was no bluegill, no crappie. Actually, there was no dots of any kind on my live scope. I don't know, maybe Richard Jean was fishing some creeks and I only fished the Tennessee River main lake, the Guntersville main lake. Or maybe I still have a lot to learn, I don't know. But nevertheless, I really liked fishing that area. Alabama looks absolutely gorgeous to me. Looks actually a little bit exotic to me, coming from Bulgaria and then from Illinois. It kind of looks exotic, and also it has a lot more shallow water compared to Tennessee. I don't know, I'm coming from Illinois. I'm used to fishing shallow water and I just prefer fishing shallow water, so regardless of the struggle in this trip, I can't wait to get back in there. I bought a license for the whole year. Next time the water temperatures will be a little warmer. I'm sure those beautiful docks will have fish next time, and hopefully I do a little better.